Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now the next video is top 5 exercises for glute activation. Now why did I do this video is a lot of my clients, a lot of parents, a lot of grandparents, they come in with bad posture and when they go into sort of a leg workout, they don't really use the right muscles. So when you do a squat, some people get knee pain, hip pain, back pain, and they're not really using their glutes and their glutes aren't firing. So this video is just about my top 5 glute activation exercises before heading into a workout. Whether it's legs or upper body, you still need to warm up your body, and that's just for reduced risk of injury, but also a postural imbalances as well, and muscle imbalances. Okay, so my number 1 exercises for top 5 for glute activation is crab walks. What does that mean? You grab a band and you want to put the band around your ankles, just like so. Now, the way I coach clients is you want to stand shoulder width apart or hip width apart, depending on the client and how they feel comfortable. And then the goal is just to walk sideways, probably for about 5 to 10 meters, but in a squat. And the reason why I do that is to really fire your glutes up. And I'll show you now in a second how that looks like. So you put it there, your feet are shoulder width apart. You want to squat down, and then you want to stretch the band as much as you can. Back to center, stretch, back to center, stretch, back to center, stretch, back to center. When you get to the end, you want to do both sides. So you sit back down, squat, stretch, squat, stretch, squat, and then stretch. And then when you're doing it, you really feel your ass cheeks and your glutes really firing. Now, one cue for this is if it gets too hard for some people and then you need to regress the exercise, you want to put the band above the knees and do the same thing. And then that might help people do the exercise a little bit better, but also what I find is helping people really feel the glutes more. Some people feel it here, other people feel it down there. Okay, so the next, number 2, top exercise, number 2 on my list is banded glute bridges. What does that mean? How does that look? We lay down on a mat with the band on top of the knees. You want to lay on the floor, feet a little bit apart. And what you do is you want to draw your hips to the ceiling. So what you do is you lift your bum, lift your hips to the ceiling, squeeze your bum cheeks when you get to the top point, hold for 1 to 2 seconds, and then down. That's level 1. To really fire them again, you want to lift, squeeze, and then to make it a little bit more harder for clients is stretch your knees out to really fire, hold, back down, rest. Take a deep breath. Go again, lift, squeeze, stretch, hold, come back into the middle, and then really down. And there's your banded glute bridges. Okay, so number 3 on our list is clams. What does that mean? Clams. You find a mat, lay on your side with the band again around the knees. What you want to do is you're laying on your elbow, on your hip on one side. You want to bend both knees with the band around your top part of your knees. Now the goal is the leg that's on the top side, that's not on the floor, you want to lift it as high as you can. But the key here is to keep your feet on top of your other foot. So what does that look like? Like so. So you want to lift the knees as high as you can, and then keep stretching the band as much as you can. Really fire the glutes, really feel them, squeeze as hard as you can, and then back down again. So you want to lift, hold for maybe 1 second, and then back down again, lift, and then hold, and then back down again. And then what you want to do is you want to rotate and do the same thing on the other side. So you want to lift, hold, down. Lift, hold, down, lift, hold, down. This you want to do at least 15 times on each side to really fire your glutes. Okay, so number 4 on our list is called the fire hydrant. What does that mean? So you want to have your hands parallel onto your mat. You want to have the band against your knees again. Hands on the floor, knees apart. You're going to now lift one leg off and then move to the side. And why you want to move to the side is because it really fires your glutes as much as you can. You want to hold for that 1 to 2 seconds and then back down and then change sides. Lift, hold, and then back down again. The cue here is to not really twist your body. You really want to stay straight, and the only thing that moves is your leg out to the side. You want to hold 1 second, down. Hold 1 second, down. Hold 1 second, down, and hold 1 second, down. Okay, so the last exercise now, top 5. Number 5 is called floor curls. It looks simple, but done properly, it is really a super effective exercise for glute activation. Now, how do we do this? You find a mat on the floor and you're laying on your stomach. Now the goal is this: you want to be elbows like this or hands by your side, just depending on how you feel more comfortable. And the goal is you want to sort of stretch your toe, point your toe up to the ceiling. So if you look at my leg now, you're pointing my toe up, and then the simple movement is just lifting my leg as high as I can. When I get to the point where I really feel my glute and arse cheek burn, that's when you know you're doing a good job. You hold for that 1 second, and then you go back down. You do the same thing on the other side with the other leg. Lift, squeeze, hold, and then back down again. We alternate our legs, lift, squeeze, hold, down again, and lift, squeeze, and hold. Okay, so that was my top 5 glute activation exercises, and if you loved that video, please hit that like and subscribe button and share the love.